Hi teachers, it's Tim here today, back with another collection of our famous Top Music Sheets. This is our sheet music that all our members get each and every month, curated from amazing composers around the world. And this is in fact Jerald Simon's second collection with us. And we love what Jerald does with his music. He's a teacher and composer from America. And he does great work, particularly with teenagers and engaging music for teens that are based on pop songs and chord progressions, and they're pattern-based and they're easy to learn, but they sound really epic. So we've got a little bit of a taste of that in here, but this collection actually starts right at the beginning with some very simple two-handed music that students could learn right from early kind of lessons. This is in 3/4 actually, this first one. And the thing that Jerald does with a lot of the music, particularly in this collection, is he says students can write in their own dynamics. So students can give this a flavour, they can add a little bit of interest to it by changing the dynamics. And of course, a piece of music like this sounds really simple, but you can go further with this. Maybe exploring chords, maybe outlining chord shapes in the left hand, or full triad shapes. There's lots of different things you can do as students come to grips with new pieces. The next one is called UhParty, and it's, again, nice and simple. It's in C major. And then we have a bit of talking between the two hands. So again, simple kind of shapes, relatively simple melodies, nice, easy, fast learns for students, which is great. The next one's called The Gamer, and this is, it says like a true gamer would at the start. This is... Moving on to the next one, it's called Lark. Now this one adds triplets, and kids love playing triplets, I've found. There's a great Daniel McFarlane piece that I used to teach. I can't remember what it was called, but it was all triplets all the way through. It's got this kind of sense of movement and interest. Anyway, this one's in 3/4 again, lots of 3/4 in this collection. And in the left hand, we're outlining some chord shapes, which is great for students because they can start actually figuring out what are these chords that they're playing in their left hand. What's Jerald done to make this sound really good? So this one is... And you can see there's dotted rhythms as well. Bum, bum. And got, again, this sense of movement and flow, which I think students find really, really fun. Again, it's in C major, that one, and it ends with a nice C major scale. So good practice for C major, that one. Sonic is a little bit of a fun piece that kind of mucks around with offbeat accents. So we've got this kind of a sense of it. What kid doesn't love doing this? Simple, but sounds great. So there's lots to unpack in this particular piece with regard to the chords. And I do like as well that Jerald includes the chord symbols above the music as he's writing. All right, the next one's called The Dragon's Den of Doom. And again, this one says students can write in their own dynamics. And the metronome marking, or the speed indication, is watch out. It's behind you. I love that Jerald always titles his pieces imaginatively and also adds some little tweaks and fun bits like that. So this is again in 3/4. and the piece develops from there. Isn't it fun doing crossovers? Kids love it, particularly when they get to hit a note nice and down low on the piano, or they get to put their left hand over to a top note. I think that's great. The next one is intermediate level. This is called New Wave, and this is really chordal. So we want students to be comfortable playing chords by the time they're going to try this, because we don't want them kind of tensing up in order to try and get this chord shape. We want them to be nice and relaxed by the time they're playing this. And we've got some nice cool syncopation in the left hand. This is totally the kind of piece that I would have loved to play as a teenager, intermediate teenager. Suspensions, pop sounding, and this is truly what Jerald is the master at, making these cool songs. And in fact, this next one here is called Power Play, from one of his collections called Cool Songs. So again, this one uses some nice suspensions. And he's playing around with accents, he's playing around with syncopation, and it moves around a little bit on the piano. We eventually get to this kind of thing. What student doesn't like doing that, as long as they're not trying to do it in a Beethoven sonata, because that's always really hard. And then I think this is the last one. Oh no, 2 to go. So this one, Hillbilly Boogie, has got lots of this kind of sound. Sorry. So that kind of sliding. I always teach students to be able to do this. As part of teaching them the 12-bar blues, I've got a full course on how to teach the 12-bar blues, step by step, and I have kids sounding really cool. So anyway, Jerald's taken some of those ideas into this, which is very cool. And the left hand's doing, what do we call this? Walking bass, right? Again, another one that students really like. And if they're confident later, so. Anyway, should probably practice this one a little bit more before I try and demonstrate it to everybody, but this is a very cool piece. And of course, with all of these collections, you get full recordings, so you can actually have a listen to someone play them properly. I think actually Jerald's playing these ones. And it ends with this. Who doesn't like a good glissando? All right, and then the last one's called Starlight Serenade. Very, completely different feel. We've got a lot of 6th in the right hand this time. So this is, late intermediate, really. And students will need to be pretty comfortable working around octaves and 6th kind of shapes here. And so you can see Jerald often, he'll take a very simple idea and then continually sort of expand on it and explore it over the different parts of the piano, which really helps for students be able to learn these pretty quickly. And the patterns and the chord shapes and all those kinds of things that he outlines really make a lot of this music super achievable for students, even though it sounds really hard. So that is this month's Top Music Sheets collection. I hope you really enjoy it and get good use out of this from your students. If you're not yet a member of Top Music Pro, just head to topmusicpro.com and you can access this kind of sheet music every month, included in your membership, for just our $10 light membership. And in actual fact, just a few months ago, we launched Top Music Games as well. So not only do you get free sheet music every month, you also get a pack of games as well. So enjoy both of those, and I wish you all the best in your teaching. See ya.